I'm really interested in the pinball thing.
Yeah, tell me.
So tell me about your fascination for pinball machines. What led you to that? And I hear you've got a massive collection of pinball machines.
Fortunately, I do. I grew up in the 70s and 80s. It was the height of not the penny arcade, the actual arcade explosion before the home consoles. And these were fun places to hang out with your friends. And the cabinets had gorgeous artwork on it, the marquees. It was fun playing games. It was very new for us growing up. And so it was magical at that time. And, $5 had to last you a whole weekend, even if you had that. And it just seemed out of reach. It was almost like the movie Big with Tom Hanks. If you grew up and still thought like a child, what would you want to buy? And so I said, one day, if I ever have the money, I want one of these things. And so decades go by. I'm in Costa Rica and arcades are going out of business. And you see things up on Facebook or Craigslist. And I would drive out there with a wad full of 20s, a couple buddies, and just bring back the machines. And I had the space at the call center. So I started building out. And you know what it was, Doc? It was a neutral environment for kids to hang out and have some fun. So they didn't smoke a cigarette or just sat in the corner looking at their phone. I also collected, air hockey and other fighting machines. Recess was the best class. And I always wanted my own arcade. And fixing these pinballs were easy. You can just buy replacement parts instead of trying to fix certain circuits and memory boards. Just replace it and the things turn on. And so one man's trash is another man's treasure. But I tell you what, I get the most satisfaction out of the restoration and the playing of these machines. And so I know my proper, desires and likes. And so it's very interesting for me that I was able to fulfill that. But I tell you what, it definitely reduced the stress of the agents. And I got to see them laugh. And you as a doctor, you can see there's a different side of somebody when they laugh. They're vulnerable. And I was able to connect through that medium better with my employees than I ever could in regards to a training class or being on the floor or some sort of meeting.
Yeah, interesting. So on their break times or before and afterwards, when there's a shift?
Of course.